Blade, I wonder what kind of strat he's gonna play today. As you guys may have noticed over the last few weeks, Pally Rifles has become very in fashion. Blade, though, he's the one human I have never seen play Pally Rifles. Perhaps today is gonna be more about the Archmage. In fact, I would be surprised if it's not Archmage every single game. In fact, I think this might even be some one-base play by Blade. Blade, one of the few humans who still trusts in the one-base rifle build. Oh, the coil steals the last hit and the item. Oh my god, that is a terrible start for Blade. Ooh. Ambitious creep out by Blade. Going for the merchant here instead of the safe lab. And that is a super heavy punish right away. Oh my god, dude. This experience difference is gigantic. Oi, that's a terrible start. That is so bad. Well then. Blade with a rough start into the morning. This is also one of our earliest streams in years. Starting at 10 AM. Normally we always start at noon or 1 PM. But this match was postponed because of sickness. I don't know who was sick, but admin told me someone was sick. And so we postponed this match to today. So we're going to have 3 matches today. Lower bracket semifinal, lower bracket final, and the grand final. Archmage sold the TP. That's bold. Got Militia creeping over here. And Blade is indeed playing one base into Rifleman. The Blade specialty in this matchup. Of course, against Night Elf, we see this all the time, also by other humans. But Blade, for years and years and years, has been doing this already. One base rifles. And I can still remember days from the ESL Open Cup, from the Skill Cup, where Happy played against... Blade played against Happy many times with his strat. And he lost every single time. So Blade is hoping that against 1-0 he's gonna have better chances with this strat. Archmage did actually get the level lead in the end. TK Fiend creeping pretty slow early game. It will ramp up heavily towards the later stages. Tier 2 finishing for the Undead here quite a bit earlier, of course. We have 6 peasants in the gold mine. Oh man, this is not a good start for Blade in the slightest. My. Good thing is, this is a long series, of course. This is a best of 7. So, there's gonna be plenty of maps still for Blade to prove himself. Like my sound changed again. Since the new patch 2.0, my sound settings have been changing slightly from game to game sometimes, which has been a bit weird. So I 1-0 anyways, everything's looking very standard. We got the tier 3 tech coming up. Fiend statues, it shall be. On one base especially, very strong. In my opinion, the Ted Fiend build isn't that good against Fast Expo. If the human plays very, very well defensively. But of course we have no expansion here. Amazonia is one of the harder expansion maps. Anyways, I guess it's the hardest map to expand on in the pool. Well, with the exception of Turtle Rock. Do we still have Turtle Rock in this tournament? It's hard to remember. They keep changing the map pool often. Ah, no, we don't have Turtle Rock. That's right. No more Turtle Rock. And no more Northern Isles. I really hope for the next B Cup we're not gonna have AZ anymore. God, I hate this map. Alright, second hero now out Mountain King. With that, there is going to be some aggressive potential. Lumber is very low on blades, so tier 3 is only a distant dream at the moment. Recoil Nova here. 1-0 is finding a few kills, but now Stormbolt is cooling down. They're looking for the first big kill. Counter block against an attempted surround. Coil to save the Fiend. And so far, 1-0 has lost nothing. But here comes the Stormbolt. That's going to be the Lich possibly going down. Oh! Want to pull the TP. DK also getting surrounded. There's a statue now, though. The healing is going to be very valuable. Lich was only level 1. Gonna be back soon. And without Stormbolt, there's not too much potential here anymore. But then again, this Fiend might be stranded. Is he just playing tier 2, I wonder? Like, even with tier 3, triple hero, inner fire rifles, I feel like this isn't the best strat. But on tier 2 only, how are you supposed to win this game? Once the other gets to 50 supply, it's hard to imagine. We'd love to see 1-0 also go for Cryptlord. Cryptlord third has been seeing more and more play. Also, Dark Ranger would be good, so he's got 2 good options. Cryptlord or Dark Ranger. Dark Ranger for the reliability, Cryptlord for the style points. I don't know if you guys have seen 1-0's fashion before, but I would say this is a stylish fella. Oh, Creep Jack. 1-0 could TP out. Oh, End Snare on the Fiend. Double End Snare and slow and Stormbolt. That's a bit unlucky. The gods have conspired against this one Fiend. Destroyer form being upgraded right now. We have Frost Armor as well. Mana now, very important. Blade can only hope to find kills if he has mana on the MK. No mana means no kills. And they're taking a long time here to hire a third hero. Now Blade is going tier 3. Whoa, that took a long ass time. 9 minutes in, tech begins. Well, Nova. TK level 4, leveled pretty well. Lich, not so much. Targeting the priest, of course, makes sense. And look how confident 1-0 is when the MK is out of mana. He knows there's basically nothing to fear here. Now we get a Dark Ranger joining in, finally. One of mana steal. Oh, the MK even longer has no mana. Dark Ranger was not grouped with the rest of the army. Both players making a few slight mistakes here. Start of the day. I guess they're warming up as well here on map number 1.
Players' forces are under attack.
MK really wants that level 3. Really needs that level 3. This game has been a big pain for Blade from start to finish so far. He had one highlight moment by killing the Lich. That was good, but everything else has been looking pretty sad. Alright, 1-0 ready to 50 supplies. Got the triple hero. He's looking strong. Got the big tech lead for the time being. 1-0 could even go for a second slaughterhouse now and get ready to pivot potentially into A-bombs. I guess the Dark Ranger isn't the right hero for that. If he had Cryptlord, that would work much better with A-bombs. Finally gonna reach his own level 3 here. Cloak of Flames. That is pretty sick for Mountain King, actually. Nice. Blade sold the TP, remember, so getting back to the main base not as easy. But then again, it is walled off, sort of. Not exactly. And it's gonna be peasants in trouble in the slow-moving human army trying to get back home. Still lots of peasants alive, though. Workforce can return to the factory soon. And now it's awkward for Blade to get in here. Archmage, uh-oh, you don't want to be in the front line, buddy. Militia are a pretty big help, though. The normal damage here against the Fiends is nice, but also can backfire with the Dark Ranger Black Arrow. Frost Armor also very effective on the Fiends. DK. Low HP. He's trying to force the TP and will successfully do it. Cost a couple of peasants. Cost the invuln. Got one fiend at least. But that wasn't that much. Yeah, I haven't been sold on Blade's rifle one base in a long time in this matchup. In my opinion, there's two way better strategies to play. One is, you know, normal fast expansion like everyone has been doing for ages. Or Pally rifles is also looking really strong these days. But this one base, Archmage rifles, I ain't seeing it. I ain't seeing it, to be honest, but maybe we can be surprised. Honestly, I look at this fight and I'm like, there's no way. Like, the Dark Ranger and Skellies alone should win this fight. Plus Nova. Got some burrows as well. Saving the fiends. Destroyer microed well. Not dying too easily here. Oh, DK. This is the one way Blade can win the game. Hero kill. But he might be the one losing the hero. MK goes down, and that's it, to be honest. 1-0, outplaying Blade on map 1. Almost dying to the golems. DK with the Death Wish. Blade certainly has his own style. Seen again here today. He is way less expansion focused than almost every other human out there. But specifically in this matchup, I think that is rather a detriment to his success. That being said, though, we want to keep history in mind as well. And I just realized I forgot the Gamba. It's too early for Lado. He wasn't in the chat yet to tell me about the Gamba. Yeah. I don't believe in this strat, boys. I don't believe in this strat. One base rifles with Archmage against Undead. I don't think that is the way to go. But what I mean by we want to keep history in mind is, of course, their previous encounter in the upper bracket. Blade has had a couple of huge results over the last few weeks. He was able to beat Len in the group and beat 1-0 in the upper bracket. That's why he has shot up high in the ELO rankings. Rank 6 for Blade at the moment, highest he's ever been. And this is the encounter they had. This series I didn't see. It was Taker casting it. I wanted to check out the VOD, but then I kind of forgot about it. You know what? We have some time. We do have some breaks in this tournament. So let's check out what he was playing. Map number 1. I was playing one base as well. Okay, map 1 he plays one base. Aggressive against expansion. Cancelled the expo. One base. Tier 2. Okay. 1-0 tried to expand. Didn't work. Got to tier 3, got his inner fire rifles. And he did win in the end. Oh, look at that. Alright, here. Blade was successful playing his rifle stuff. One base. I would say Ted Fiend build is especially good against one base rifles. Because you have very little to fear early on against one base rifles. And then you will become very strong once you get to tier 3 with 50 supply. Wait a minute, did he never expand, the madman? Holy hell. LR, he also didn't expand. At least not for a long time. And then he expanded, maybe? Dude, Blade plays so weird against Undead. In this series, it certainly caught 1-0 off guard. Alright, he equalized. Alright, inner fire rifles. Blade loves the rifles. He loves them guns. Map 3 was... he took the 2-0 lead. Blade did. Okay. Map 3, we had Hammerfall. It's normally a great fast expo map for human. He again didn't expand. Oh my god, that dude. He never plays fast expo, the guy. I think 1-0 won that one. Yeah. And then, oh my god. He's not expanding on Tight Hunters either. Insane. Is he going to play one base on Equiles as well? Terrana stand, one base play. Alright, so there's a clear indicator here. Blade wants to play rifles, wants to get fast to tier 2, wants to get inner fire rifles at some point, and expansion is by no means a priority. Twisted Meadows, oh my god, is he going to expand on Twisted? Bro. Ah, he is. Okay. Alright. On Twisted, he says, you know what? This map is pretty good for Fast Expo. So here he plays Fast Expansion. Is he going to play Rifles then? Again? No. Okay. This is the one game on Twisted where I didn't play Rifles. Fast Expo Knights. This is what we know as the standard, of course. Then AZ, I imagine, was again Rifles. Yeah, tier 3 Rifles. Okay, this is where 1-0-1 as well. And then map 7, the decider, was Equiles. Okay. This is also a fantastic Fast Expo map. And there, Blade does play Fast Expansion. Alright. Into... Oops. Into Knights. Tanks, Knights. Okay. Alright, that was a quick recap of the previous series. And there's a lesson there. Blade loves rifles. Blade doesn't care much about expansion. But if it's a really good expo map, then I guess he's gonna fast expand. Yeah, Blade should really learn how to play pally rifles. Because that's exactly the style he normally wants to play. He doesn't want to expand. He wants to build a strong army and then fight and use his rifle micro. Pally rifles would be so much stronger as a strategy. But as I mentioned before, Blade is pretty set in his ways oftentimes when it comes to strategy. Doesn't like to innovate, doesn't like to develop his kit often. And this is holding him back. I am absolutely certain that he would be doing better if he was playing pally rifles, but he's not. We are on map number 2 now. Gamba? Oh, yes. Alright. Just had to restart the overlay real quick. Do we have it back? Yes, sir. Very solid start by 1-0. Looks like he has downloaded the info of his opponent and knows now what to expect. Lots of rifles, lots of one base. And I think this is the right answer to it. Ted Fiend build. Really good against that type specifically, as I pointed out before. This could be weak if Blade now pivots into more fast expansion play. But if Blade stays predictable, which he very often is, then this should be one base again. Oh, wow. Archmage going to creep this camp? No way. That would be way too... That would be so dangerous. I mean, map 1 started off disastrously already, with the DK stealing the big last hit. But now 1-0 gonna begin creeping slowly. Ted Fiend build always seemed to be one of his favorite strats. Also has been playing it in Undead Mirror for years. And will play Ted Fiend's one base much more than happy, for example, in this matchup. Oh, 4th farm! Hold on! Hold on! Blade is gonna expand after all. Or is he? Looks like it. Doing the pull. Oh, surprise, surprise. Okay. Believe it or not, Blade is gonna switch it up a bit here. And not just gonna play Pally and play Rifleman one base for almost the entirety. Oh. Doing it well with the last hits here, making it difficult for the DK to get the coil. Oh, and he missed it! Missed the coil on the creep there. There's one left. And gets that one. DK almost getting surrounded. Stole the item. Talisman. WarcraftZero got the bare minimum. He got level 2 from the harass. But he didn't kill too many peasants. I think only a single one has gone down here. So this is totally fine for Blade. Early game, Ted Fiends is weak, as I've pointed out many times. But it will get strong once we got 50 supply, and even earlier. I would say once the first statue is out, that's when Ted Fiends gets scary for the human. But if the human defends perfectly against Ted Fiends, I feel like it clearly favors the human. We'll see if Blade can pull that off. He's missing quite a bit of experience. That is annoying. Would much prefer to be level 3 here. Being very cautious on his side of the map. 1-0. Taking the long trip home. Also, he is wasting a bit of time once you get a new rod.
A player's forces are under attack.
Only a single peasant goes down, so Blade's economy seems to be in good shape. Of course, now he has to spam peasants, 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 footies. Peasants, footies, and farms. And a bit of creeping to get him closer to 3. Good items for 1-0. Got a mantle here as well to be given to the Lich later on. Archmage, ooh, double claws. That's nice. But yeah, late on the level 3. Ideally would like to be level 3 already and maybe look for a bit of an attack. DK also close to the level up, needs a bit more. The bonus int actually very nice on him here, but I guess he's gonna give that over. Very selfless hero. The Knight of Death. Isn't this China server? Doesn't he have bad ping? Yeah, this is KK platform. It's bad ping. It's 170. But it's ping equalizer, so both have bad ping. Footies really want to have defend here to fight against the Fiends. Without defend, it's soon going to become impossible. With the Lich joining and statues, that's when the Fiends will take fully over. 1-0 delaying his tier 3, by the way, by a decent amount. Blade, you need defend, buddy. It's a little short on lumber. Oh! Fiend goes down! Big mistake by 1-0. It's a bit sloppy. Archmage having to TP out, though. Coil Nova also dangerous against him, of course. And the shop isn't ready yet. Ooh. And now, things start getting hairy. Yeah, it's that timing. Once the Lich and the first statue is out, that's when things get scary. And the shop being just a couple of seconds late here, every second matters. Especially when you're under pressure. It's a neat little wall off here, though. Wait, is it a wall off? Can the Fiends get in here? I think they can, right? Not exactly a wall off then. Defend is coming up. Almost finished the research already. Still lots of footies left over, though. This is Blade also defending a bit too early, right? He could have just held back with the footies, waited for defend, and then gone in. There was no need to defend right away. I feel like Blade is making some small errors here in this defense. A little too panicky, maybe. But now the defend footies are supposed to buy the time. Tier 2 about to be done. MK can be added. Archmage with phenomenal items, but still low HP. Still, there's reason to be cautious.
The town is under siege.
Well, the tower's being repaired a bit late. It's going to be the Arcane going down most likely. The Fiend pressure is mounting and tier 3 is coming up. Game is looking better and better for 120, who's coming prepared today for the revenge. Played with 2 big upsets this tournament. Beating 120 and beating Lin. Nobody saw that coming. So far, it's looking like a bit of a rough day for Blade. MK, he needs him badly. And the Archmage is always in a bit of danger, isn't he? Ever since he got Coil Nova the first time, and the shop was late, and then it was low HP. You want to have perfect damage uptime all the time. You want to be at the edge of the army, and always putting in the right clicks with the fireballs. Oh, Coil comes in just in time. And we're about to hit tier 3. In fact, we are tier 3 already. We got backpack. We got destroyers, so the orb will be ferried in soon. And the defense is non-existent. All the towers are gone. Blade didn't seem to get ready in time. He's trying to go for double racks, double workshop, but it's still taking quite a while to actually have that operational. If this ghoul gets caught, though, he's carrying the orb, right? Yeah, if he kills this ghoul to steal the orb, that would be sick. But ghoul is taking the safe path, so that's not happening. Statue micro by 120 is really off, by the way. What is going on with these statues, dude? Huh? And now we got the orb. Alright, statues now finally healing, as is their job. Got one destroyer in the air already. Blade. I'm worried for his ability here to hold. He needs more knights, more gyros. 2 buildings are inactive. Blade may not have grouped them so far. Blade not exactly the fastest player when it comes to APM. His multitasking not on the same level as some other top humans. I think it's showing a bit here. Now he's finally fully producing. Blade has to push this Undead army back and keep this expansion alive. On one base, this style is not really playable. 120 trying to brute force his way in. Shop goes down. No staff, no orb for this human army. Blade has to call militia. And here they are. We got militia, we got knights, we got gyros. This is the power spike supposed to push away the undead. Will it work? Web coming in. The gyros could be focused down pretty easily here one by one. There's not many knights on the ground, so not much normal damage from them. The militia have to do the majority of the damage here, to be honest. But so far, all fiends are alive. DK mana also looking good. Still, 120 kiting with his fiend army. Frost armor is being a huge help here. There we go. That's a kill finally. Oh, that fiend goes down. So that's 2 fiends going down quickly. 120 slipping with his micro just a little bit. And there was a quick punish. Deathwing with the resub. Thank you. And now it is a shooting gallery. One unit being picked off after the next. Frost armor here, of course, is absolutely sensational. Ooh, destroyer. Could be taken out. Almost. 2 destroyers. Super hurt fiend as well. 1-0 now. Under a stressful situation. Gonna lose 1 more fiend. Only 2 are left. And Blade might be making it work in the end. DK gonna find the kill on the Mountain King. Destroyer still very hurt over the trees. If they can get these kills, this game might be turning around in his favor. Gyro is not on the chase at the moment. 1-0 needs to get the destroyers back to the statues to heal up. Oh, the Archmage died! Oh, I didn't even see that. And that might be the end of map 2. Peasants going down, more skellies being raised. Statue here doing the Lord's work. DK almost level 5. The Death Knight has already crapped a single green cap this game. Wait, that's not true. He actually crapped 2 green caps. But yeah, very aggressive play by 1-0 here, punishing Blade at every turn. I must admit, Blade did surprise me a bit here. Not playing the one-base rifles again. Rather the expansion. On a map that isn't insanely good for Expo. But 1-0. Outplaying him here so far. GG is called. 1-0. Getting one step closer to his revenge. With the 2-0 lead, having a great start into this best of 7. I wonder what lesson Blade is going to draw from this game. There's 2 options. Either, A, Fast Expo sucks, let's play Rifleman again. I think that would be the wrong lesson. I think the right lesson would be work on your positioning, scout better, and take the fights better. I think when he got the Fiend kill first with the Archmage, that was kind of nice to get a Fiend, but it cost him too much. He lost so much HP on the Archmage. You always want to stay alive and healthy on the Archmage. Positioning was not good enough, I think, in the defense, and shop timing was too late. There were a lot of small mistakes that added up over time. Where Blade, I think, just unfortunately doesn't have enough experience with playing Fast Expo, because he doesn't play it as much as other humans, and also not that many Undeads, I think, in general nowadays play the Ted Fiend build. The timings that you have to be aware of are much different from a fast expanding Undead player, of course. Up until the Lich is out, there's basically nothing to fear. It's a very easy game. But once the Lich comes out, all of a sudden you really gotta batten down the hatches. Make sure you have a solid, crisp game. You need that shop, baby. You need that shop. And you to wait for the next engagement until defend is finished. You need defend. One to 0, getting ready, and Blade as well, of course, for the next map. That's going to be Tide Hunters. There's also a map where normally we see lots of fast expansions. But as mentioned before, Blade is a bit of a specialty player. He will play one-base rifles much more than any other human out there. But not pally rifles. I have yet to see the day where Blade plays pally rifles a single time. That day has not come yet. Dude, my nose is so itchy today, by the way. I don't know what it is. I just want to cut it off. I don't even think it's allergies. It's just that I don't know what it is. I've been cursed by a wicked witch or something. After this best of 7 today, of course, we're going to have 2 more best of 7s. We have a bang out full schedule today. We're going to have the upper bracket final after this series. It's going to be Lawlight waiting for his opponent there. And then on the same day today, after the final match of the day, is going to be Happy versus the winner of the 2 previous games. Happy is waiting to defend his title. 1-0 would be looking for a reclaiming of the B-Cup title. He was able to win once in Season 12, if I remember right. Ever since we switched to the new patch, the champions were Happy, 1-0, Happy, and now today we're looking for number 4. There was a clear trend of Undead champions so far. That streak has not been broken yet. Lyn was one of the top contenders to possibly put an end to the Undead Reign of Terror, but he's been beaten as well. Close series between Lyn and 1-0 in the lower bracket. 1-0 had a couple of close series this tournament. Was going through the ringer. 1-0 proving to be tenacious. 7 mapper against Blade, 7 mapper against Kaho, 7 mapper against Lyn. Then it was 2 days ago, I think, right? No, 4 days ago. Ah, right, we had a 2-day break. 4 days ago, pretty clear win against Labyrinth. And now today, starting off hot against Blade. Blade has to score now. If he wants to have any chance of winning this series, this is where he has to score. "40 versus Lin is today?" You mean Team 40 versus Team Lin? In the Ancient of Wonders Cup? Yeah, we can't do Ancient of Wonders Cup today, unfortunately, because it's B Cup final day. Final day, we gotta cover the B Cup, of course. Ancient of Wonders Cup. Yeah, you're right. Today is Team 40 versus Team Lin. Pretty cool series there. But yeah, we're going to be busy today with the B Cup. We are going to be back tomorrow with the Ancient of Wonders Cup, when it's going to be Team Happy versus Team 120. Perhaps a bit of foreshadowing for our grand final. We'll see. Remo will cast Ancient of Wonders Cup after this. You mean after this series? No. After this series, we're going to stick with the B Cup today. We're going to do all B Cup today. And by the end of the B Cup, Ancient of Wonders Cup is going to be over. Should be at least 6 hours of B Cup today. Possibly quite a bit longer, depending on how many maps. We'll see. 120, hitting the ground running today. 2-0 lead for him. He's going for the Tet Fiend build again. Normally, I'm not a big fan of Tet Fiend build against players like Fortitude. I think 40 is too good to be beaten by Tet Fiends. But honestly, I think Blade is not on that same level. If Blade plays Fast Expo, I think you can absolutely break him with a Tet Fiend push. Archmage against DK opening, very old school once again. Acolyte here looking for the ambitious lab creep. That ain't happening. Is this best of 5? No, this is best of 7. Which you can see up here. EO7 for our first 2 series of the day. The grand final, as you may recall. Wait, hold on. Am I tripping right now? I know it's not best of 9. Wait, didn't it used to be best of 9? Wait a minute. Didn't we used to have best of 9? No, I'm just hallucinating, guys. Never mind. It's always been best of 7. Did we ever see a best of 9 grand final? It seems excessive. I can't remember one. It is a fast expansion, again by Blade. Alright, I commend Blade here. He is in fact not being as predictable as he was oftentimes. Not just playing rifles for the majority of games, but finding a healthy mix, apparently. Early game DK harass, not leading to level 2 right away, so this is looking a bit worse. Quite a bit worse, actually, than the previous map. Wonder needs to get this Tide Warrior. Needs the experience. And with the coil, gets it, but the DK is very hurt. This is not a good position for 120. DK positioning here has not been great. Ooh, he is extremely low. And stuck on level 1. This is a bad start for 1-0. Sells the TP regardless. Baller. And now the expo starts. Archmage could get level 3 pretty easily from the green camps. DK has more modest ambitions. He's just hoping for level 2 right now.
A player's forces are under attack.
And once again we see Tet Fiends very slow, very weak in the early game, but that will change. His green camp not quite enough for level 3 for the AM, but he's getting close. Amazing items again for the DK. Have you guys noticed? Happy started selling the second charge of the Ritual Dagger. And because Happy does it, 1-0 does it as well. Could have used the second charge to heal more, but no. He sold it. Because Daddy Happy showed us. Items are insane for 1-0, by the way. Mantle, claws, ring, circlets. Archmage items, though, also very good. Double claws again. Got the level 3 just in time. Lich, Slaughterhouse, again a delayed tech, as it looks. And DK is... Oh, it is level 3. I thought he was going to be perhaps a bit short, but no. Gets to level 3. Now we got the level 2 coil. And this is the time. This is the time when Undead will suddenly get strong. Last hit stolen by the DK. Archmage gets the item. Sold the TP again, which again seems scary to me. Now you gotta get ready. You need that shop. I would argue the shop is again late. Defend is again a bit late. Where is defend? What's this barracks doing? It's not doing anything. Late is fighting the fiends without defend. That ain't right. Barracks, not doing nothing. 900 gold. Blade's macro again slipping. His multitasking again looking a bit on the weaker side. Barracks, what are you doing? You're not doing nothing.
A town is under siege.
This is kind of unforgivable macro-wise, to be honest. To be not doing anything. Looks very panicked by Blade. Dude, he's still not doing anything. What is going on? Just trying to rush tier 3? Without defend! Oh my, oh my. But it will now easily die when they're getting focused. Oh! Statue stuck in the main base. The classic. Slaughterhouse mate next to the trees. That's a big macro mistake also on 1-0. Normally you should always panic whenever there's a hole next to your slaughterhouse.
A town is under siege.
Blade is praying that he can stay alive until he reaches tier 3. A really greedy game. If there was a statue here or two, this would look quite different. But MK's here. Stormbolt on the Fiend. Oh man, not having statues here is really painful. Only now the first statue finally joins.
A player's forces are under attack.
And one Fiend should be going down. Oh, the Lich maybe! Oh, the Lich is caught! 1-0. Making a couple of big mistakes this game. Might be losing one more Fiend right here. Archmage with the claws. Looking for the next kill. Looking for the next surround as well. Oh, he got it! Got the DK! Oh, trying to fight out. The Death Knight. Oh, turns around. What is going on? Oh, Lord. Bit of a clown fiesta here. MK's got the Stormbolt. Oh, Fiend. Ooh, stays out of range just barely. That was a good movement there by 1-0. We've been seeing some mistakes. Oh, block. From the footy. Oof. Alright, couple of nice moves. After a couple of fails. Yeah, it's wild that the human tier 3 is faster than the undead tier 3. That's very strange. And I can't believe that this is working for Blade. To be honest, it's working because of big mistakes by 1-0, of course. If that statue had been earlier, if the Lich hadn't gotten surrounded, this Expo probably would have fallen. But 1-0 makes a few mistakes, and now we got a game. In fact, now we got a lead for Blade. With double racks, Knights coming out, Fiends are gonna have a tough time. No web yet either.
Players' forces are under attack.
Do we have Orb of Fire? Oh yeah, we do. Orb of Fire is going to reduce the damage, the healing I mean now, significantly. Stormbolt Hoylite getting one more kill. Blade looking sensational now. So much gold to spend as well. Greedy mid-game, but it didn't get punished. And now he's reaping the benefits. Ah, there we that Orb of Fire. Reducing the healing. I feel like way too few humans are getting Orb these days. Especially 40 seems to never get it anymore. 1-0 struggling a bit with the Fiend kiting. I heard Neo say the other day that 1-0 has better Fiend kiting than Happy. I think that is sacrilegious. That is not at all true, in my estimation. He is using his kiting now as best he can, but there's more and more kills heading Blade's way. He's just too far ahead. Some Knights going down, but Blade's getting way more kills. He's running out of mana now, but he still has a lot of gold. Still the double barracks. He's got double staff already. That is so early for double staff. There we go. Saves the MK as well. Healing back at home. Blade made only a single tower this game, by the way. This was so insanely greedy. Blade didn't get defend. Stopped at like 6 footmen. Didn't get any towers. 1-0 really dropping the ball here on map 3. Oh, surround maybe? Oh, almost. Not quite. Oi! Lich goes down. Aggressive Holy Light, and that is gonna do it. GG. Blade keeps his chances alive. Really had to win this map if he wanted to have a chance in this best of 7, and he does deliver finally. Discovering the greed for himself. Discovering a greedy tier 3 that 1-0 made simply too many mistakes to punish. And with that, our score is 2-1. Yeah, it started off with the DK harass just not being good. Took way too much damage on the DK, got in way too deep. It's also not the best map for DK harass because the Expo is so easy to creep and there's no huge creeps to steal. And the first green camp that the DK creeps doesn't give much experience. So granted, it's not a great map for DK harass. And I guess that puts 1-0 in a bit of an awkward position. 1-0 never really was super good with Undead Fast Expo. It's just that against Fortitude especially against Fortitude, you have to play Fast Expo. Because you can never kill him on one base. Fortitude is too good at clean early gameplay, strong defense, and survival skills. But yeah, especially on Tidehunters, in retrospect, I think he should have played Lich Ghouls. Next map, though, coming up is going to be the perfect condition for 1-0 because we're going to Concealed Hill. Very difficult Fast Expo to play for human. For most humans, that doesn't change the strategy. They will still play Fast Expo. But Blade is a different kind of human in more ways than one, maybe. He pretty likely should be playing one base here. One base, rifles, as he's shown before. I would love to see him play Pally Rifles here. Pally Rifles, super strong at the moment, especially on given maps like Concealed Hill. But I don't think Blade has practiced that possibly ever. I've never, ever, ever once seen him play it. Despite the fact that it is looking very strong at the moment. Pally Rifles so strong, in fact, that we're seeing it in 3 out of 4 matchups. Against Undead, against Orc, and against Night Elf. And I've never seen it beaten once yet against Night Elf, which is the crazy thing. But yeah, again, Blade is not really the player to play this. Alright, we got our players in the lobby. I think we just gotta wait 1 or 2 minutes until BBC is done with his ads. Is he showing? Oh yeah. Guys, don't forget to get in your vitamins. A nice little orange for breakfast. Yummy, yummy. I had blueberries for breakfast. Gotta make sure you stay healthy in the coming winter months when we're all getting less vitamin D. Get your vitamins where you can. Oh, I just noticed I have to play an ad real quick. Otherwise, we're gonna get one in the middle of the next game. Congrats on 2.1k MMR, Remo. Thank you. I have to inform chat that this is 2.1k MMR in Direct Strike, not in normal Warcraft. I have been playing lots and lots of Direct Strike. It's been pretty fun. I feel like I only lucked my way there, to be honest. After a lot of games. I think I have like 500 games in Direct Strike now. Which is... That's a lot. That's a lot of games. Oh, 1-0 switching his build-up. Really? Unconcealed? Wow. Really? I'm very surprised by this. Isn't it super likely that Blade is going to play one-base rifles here? Okay. DK Ghoul or Lich Ghoul opening here. We got the Archmage. This could shoot 1-0 in the foot, to be honest. Ghoul opening one base is not as strong as Ted Fiend opening, playing up against one base rifles. But you can creep much, much faster than with Ted Fiends. That is certainly true. DK Ghoul opening can also be very strong on this map, attacking against an expanding player. But honestly, I would be shocked if Blade plays Expo here. I am definitely expecting one base play into rifles. Let's see.
A player's forces are under attack.
Archmage going early to the shop. Interesting creep route. If he goes for the green here, that's level 2, of course. And we got 3 farms. Yeah, this is the Blade that I know. One base rifles. On difficult expo maps, especially. Acolyte misclick. Whoops. Alright. One last hit steal. DK now very close to the level 2. Oh, and he got it with Frostmourne. That looked like a high damage roll. And now we got Aura. All of a sudden the little ghoul gang becomes quite scary with the addition of the Aura. Trying to surround. Not easy on 170 ping. Also not easy to dodge. Watch Elemental. Indeed surrounded. DK, oh! Almost getting counter-surrounded. Careful there, mate. Tech-wise, we have the Undead ahead by a little margin. Oh! Damn! Locks it in quick and clean. Footy. Not actually going down. Oh, coil. No? Footy hiding.
A player's forces are under attack.
Footy. Never mind. What is doing a good job here, slowing down the Archmage, slowing down his level 3. This takes a lot of tempo, momentum out of the human play. Militia now creeping the green, but that is not enough yet for the level up. I don't know if this green will be enough. It should be close. Wonder if they're spending a lot of time being aggressive. Not creeping much at all. But now going to go to a bigger camp again. Time for the lab. Good experience there. Oh, if Blade sniffs this out. He's got double circlet, by the way. Bought 2 of them. Oh, and he's going to figure it out. And he's almost level 3. 1 ghoul kill would be enough. Good read by Blade. Good movement. And the ghoul, that is it. That's level 3. What is there too slow with the coil? And all of a sudden we have a significant experience lead on the human side. And this is the downside now of ghouls. With fiends you could poke from range much more easily, and you would be much more durable against Stormbolt that's coming in. Now ghouls become weak. With the MK coming out and the Water Lance being level 3, this is where ghouls are weak. 1-0 now has to wait a long time until he has Frenzy, until the ghouls are good again. That is the big downside playing this style against one base rifles. So far though, only 1 ghoul has gone down, so as long as that's only 1 ghoul lost, this is still totally fine for 1-0. Lich and MK. And a much faster tier 3 this time for Blade. Gonna be quick enough fire rifles here on map 4. Has to be quick with the ghoul micro to minimize losses, and that's working pretty well so far. Slaughterhouse not getting cancelled. Ziggurat in a weird spot, by the way. Is this intentional? In case he gets pushed? If he gets pushed with rifles and towers, this Ziggurat is going to be great. Oh, Archmage getting surrounded, but there's a Mountain King around the corner. And now it's the DK who might be doomed. Oh, DK goes down. Oh, 1-2-0. Oh, 1-2-0. What have ye done? Big mistake. The next big mistake by 1-2-0. Starting off well into the series, but all of a sudden we got a lot of mistakes. MK though walking into the surround. Trying to fight out. You could just kill the skellies here. They're so easy to kill. Not doing it though. Lich hurt as well, but there's the potion. MK goes down. Bro, this is so aggressive. What the hell? One more ghoul. Oh, almost. Good save though. So weird by 1-2-0. He should know the MK is coming. I mean, he's got his own Lich, so you should know the MK is on the way. I think Blade has the lead here. He's got tier 3 tech ready soon. One to 0 shooting himself a bit in the foot here. DK looking very underleveled. Only level 2. 1-0 needs to catch up in experience. Ogre pull doesn't work either. Yeah, Blade's in a great spot here. Big mana potion for the MK. Not going clap is kind of weird against ghouls, but fair enough. Dark Ranger now, very strong though. Stormbolt on the Ogre Lord. That must have been a misclick. Whoops. Now DK's level 3. Tome of Agi, not picked up. Was that a misclick again on the Stormbolt? What the hell? Oh, Archmage! Oh! Oi, 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 oi! Just, what was that? 5 HP? Survived there just barely. MK got the mana potion, but no heal potion. Looks like both are overextending amazingly. The DK almost getting the kill. Archmage. Oh my god. Priest, keep him alive. Just barely. And 1-0 gets the red camp in the end. Man, that was weird. Complete whiffs on the Stormbolt. Those were the worst Stormbolts of all time. And the Pally was just a bit too late. Oh, if the Pally had been there earlier, that would have all turned around in Blade's favor, but not the case. I would love to see double Slaughterhouse, by the way. Double Slaughterhouse mass A-bombs would be very strong here. A-bombs have also recently been buffed, as you guys may remember. 1-0 has almost no units here. He's trying to be aggressive because he knows that the Mountain King is dead. But ain't got nothing. Okay, gonna be back very soon. 1-0 still with lots of resources. Where is that second Slaughterhouse? Priest, of course, always the vulnerable target, but good micro so far on them. MK's coming back, so DK has to be careful. And the Lich is the target instantly. There's no Holy Light left. DK waiting for the mana for the coil. He's got it now. One coil is available. Mana potion though. The DK himself now going to be in trouble. Stormbolt flies. MK has boots. DK is dead probably. Silence to prevent the next Stormbolt, but he didn't reach. Dispel on the silence. MK getting blocked. I doesn't have boots. Archmage still carrying the boots, but the DK might be dying regardless from the Archmage with the boots. Oh my god. Oh, DK, one more hit. Turns around. Ah, what's going on? Eats the ghoul for the Nova. Right click. Right click. Oh, he gets the kill. What is... what are you guys doing? Oh my, oh my. Level 2 Pally. Next Stormbolt, next kill. Tavern Res, very expensive blade, lots of gold. Second workshop coming, first workshop coming up now. A bit of a clown fiesta again on map 4. To be honest, with play like this, you're not gonna be able to beat Happy. That goes for either player. And this human army becomes very strong when Pally and MK get level 3. This is gonna be a huge power spike for them. Scourge Bone Chimes would be sick for A-bombs. Would be really sick for A-bombs. Why is there no second slaughterhouse? Oh, there's an item on the ground here. A little crystal ball. Gyro's not going to be very strong. There's no Fiend with Web against it, of course. Dark Ranger level 3. Big level up there as well. Level 2 Black Arrow. Very strong against the Priest Rifle Army. Parry up of Vitality on the ground. Okay. Destroyer's being morphed. No clap. I think is not the greatest choice, but we'll see how it works out against the ghouls. Destroyers with mana so far owning these gyros in the air. There's not enough of them. Only 4 gyros against 3 destroyers. That calculation doesn't work out. Good Nova into the back line. MK, what he wouldn't do for clap right now. Yeah, and this is something that I didn't consider enough before. If there's no clap, of course, ghouls will always be good against this army. MK now level 3 though. We got the level 2 Stormbolt. Could try to go for a hero kill, maybe, but on the ground, as far as units go, 1-0 is getting the way better exchange. And Dark Minions being raised. Wait. He didn't skill on the Dark Ranger yet. 1-0 didn't skill level 2 Black Arrow yet. What is going on in this series, man? There's an item on the ground here still. Call Nova. Still didn't skill Black Arrow. More ghouls, more statues. The reinforcements for the Undead very strong, but of course the human reinforcements are closer. MK, lot of mana. What's the right target then? Is it the DK? He is tanky. But he's not unbeatable. Invuln gonna be necessary here in a moment. Oh, he kills him! Just kills him with the Coil Nova, the Holy Light too late. And so 1-0 through ups and downs. This was a weird game, dude. This was one of the weirdest games of the week, at least. Far from flawless by both, I think, is fair to say. What is there, though? Successful in the end. Bit of a risky strat going with this opening. I think if Blade had played better, could have been his game. If he had just gone for clap and more creeping. Why was he going to his gold mine with double level 2 heroes? He could have crept the enemy gold mine. He could have crept the fountain. Could have gotten double level up. Could have gone clap. Lots of things that Blade could have been doing better here. 1-0 also with a couple of weird mistakes. Serving his DK up for the hero kill there. Trying to surround the Archmage, who had a big heal potion, by the way. Strange. A bit of a strange series here, for sure. To be honest, with the level of play that both are displaying so far, I would see Lawlight and Happy a bit ahead if Lawlight plays well today. This is going to be a very interesting match following this series. Lawlight, of course, is going to face the winner. Right now, it's looking likely that the winner is going to be 1-0. Will be a difficult... excuse me. Will be a difficult comeback to manage for Blade to beat 1-0 from here on. Alright, we're in the lobby for the next map. Last Refuge will be the map. That is... It is a good expansion map for human if the Undead plays Tet Fiends. But if the Undead plays a Ghoul opening aggressively, it's a very difficult expansion map to pull off. It's a pretty good map for rifles as well. Once you have a couple of rifles, creeping here is tremendous. Tons of creeps on the map. Good for triple hero. Both playstyles here certainly possible. Two minutes, the admin says, and then we should be ready for our next map. Will it be the last map? Or can Blade force a map 6? Maybe a map 7? We shall find out soon. Why didn't Blade's MK bolt the Dark Ranger? The Storm Bolts were very strange in that game. Like at the first Red Camp interaction, the Storm Bolts always hit the wrong targets. Hit the Ogre Lord for no reason. Hit the DK for no reason. Those Storm Bolts were terrible, to be honest. Maybe just a bit of an off map. But this isn't the best Blade we've ever seen. This is not the Blade that defeated Lin. I think that was his strongest achievement, his strongest performance so far, when Blade was able to beat Lin 2-1 in the group stage. That came as a big surprise. Forced Lin to the lower bracket right away, where Lin had a decent run up until he met 1-0. 1-0 now getting very close to his revenge. This was one of the big upsets of the tournament. Blade beating 1-0 in the upper bracket that nobody expected. But now with a 3-1 lead on 1-0, the Chinese Undead is trying to right the wrong. They didn't give the go yet. They're eating a few more oranges on the stream. Very important. Now that winter is coming. By the way, here in Germany, it doesn't feel like winter at all yet. The last few days, it's been so warm. It has been 12 degrees plus. So I'm not in... I'm not feeling the wintry atmosphere yet. I guess technically speaking, winter begins end of December, right? I googled this the other day. The beginning of winter technically is the 21st of December. And lasts until, well, 3 months. I'm going skiing this year, by the way. We're going skiing on December 16th. And for 1.5 weeks.
IHRS Amernok waiter durch seat less than 3.
Okay. Our text-to-speech couldn't quite say that in German. Toll, dass ihr es immer noch weiter durchzieht. Great that you're still going through with it. Thank you very much, Tigger, with the resub. Thank you very much for this continued support. You just have 4 seasons anymore? No, wait. You don't have 4 seasons anymore, only winter and summer. That is not true. I can attest to this firsthand as an allergic AF MFer. Spring is very much a real season. Spring is a very real season. That's when my allergies try to kill me every year. And fall is also a real season. What are you talking about? It's fall right now, bro. It's not winter yet. But yeah, I hope we're gonna have some snow, baby. Is what I'm saying. 1 week ahead of Christmas. I've never been this early on skiing vacation. To be honest, we're going there with a couple of friends, and if there should be no snow, we can still hang out in the hut. We're gonna have a hut on the mountain, which is pretty cool, and we're gonna, you know, play some games, have some drinks. We're just gonna have some fun, but it would be better with a little bit of snow. It's winter in Canada right now, minus 18 degrees. Yo. Now that's winter. Alright, 1-0 here as well, going for the ghoul opening on this map. I feel like Lich Ghouls are very strong here, whether you want to play aggressive or passive. Oh, but it's DK again. Is skiing a thing in Canada, by the way? I've never heard about Canadians talking about skiing in their country. Or anyone else skiing in Canada. It's of course huge in the Alps, right? That's, I think, where the entire skiing sport and the fascination came from. And I love the Alps. And in America also, they got the Rocky Mountains, right? Colorado or Aspen or whatever. But I've never heard about skiing in Canada. Do you guys hate skiing? What's going on? It's huge. Yes, it is. I guess I did hear about lots of like Olympic snowboarders and stuff being Canadians. So that makes sense. Do you hear much about Canada in general? Not really. Stuff I hear about Canada is either from Reddit or from podcasts. As sad as that is to say, that's kind of my education base these days. Rather than podcasts. Oh, DK could get surrounded here. Oh, last hit not stolen. DK is stuck. Oh my god, 1-0. What are you doing? Why? Why are you doing this? There's literally nowhere else the human can be. Oh my god. What is that? This was a nice round by Blade, by the way. Hit the 3 footies on hold position. This was well done. But 1-0 totally walked into that. That was so bad, to be honest. Oh my god. Alright, big lead for Blade. Should be level 3 in no time.
A player's forces are under attack.
1-0 apparently wants to make this series exciting, throwing a little bit here and there. Lots of DK losses this game, right? I think this was the 3rd DK dying already. Oh, this is so good for Blade. Look at that. Gets the double berserkers, the double trolls, I mean. Oh, flute! Archmage level 3. This is the perfect start for Blade's game. He's even got the faster tech. 1-0 messed up big time here. He's going to be pushing into the Undead base, possibly. There's an arrow tower at least. 1-0. Ooh, he's lucky to be home just as the Archmage is arriving. But DK far from the level 3. Shadow Priest definitely the easiest target. Oh, look at the water metals. +3 damage from the flute. Very nice. DK taking forever just to get this kill. Needs to coil. There it is. Ghouls going down. And again here, the build backfires against 1-0. If he had Fiends, this would be a much, much more easy defense. Good coil there at least. But there's going to be another Water Elemental ready in a moment. Archmage items looking wonderful. 1-0 is just getting owned hard. And MK joining very soon. DK is doing the right thing here though. He needs to get high value kills. Needs to get the experience from the Berserkers. Archmage took quite a bit of damage in the end. And that's level 3. Alright, decent recovery by 1-0, but still the tech is hella late. Hella late. And there's no slaughterhouse yet. Oh, DK can force a TP here. Oh, could have cancelled the healing. Bit of a missed opportunity. Alright, decent recovery sort of by 1-0, but he still lost a bunch of ghouls. And the tech is late, and the slaughterhouse is late. This is still a lead for Blade. Archmage though, if he gets Coil Nova, he's gonna die. Gonna die. Lich is ready.
A player's forces
Blade may be a bit over-aggressive in the end. Good targeting by 1-0, by the way. Target the Archmage with the ghouls and skellies, forcing him low HP, and then getting crucial kills with the DK, chasing with the aura. It's still a winnable game. It's not hopeless. I would still say Blade has the lead, though. Patiently waiting for the priest, and now finally getting healed. Oh, MK, MK, MK. Not going for him. Going for the unit kills. One more coil only. One of Mana Steel committed early. But the big invuln on the Death Knight. I think this would be a great game for double Slaughterhouse, by the way. Mass A-bombs. Pretty good these days. Compared to in the past. We still have a lot of creeps on the map. MK again not going for clap. That really doesn't seem correct against ghouls, but fair enough. Pally coming. On to 0 here, way behind tempo. Getting strong very late. Tier 3 not done for a long time, waiting forever for Frenzy. And look at that, Archmage level 4 already. MK about to get level 3. Wound Bracers, that's a good item for the DK. Ooh, Khadgar's Pipe. Best item on the map normally, but not if you already have Archmage. Lich level 3, that's actually a good level up. Blade has a supply lead, clearly. Working on upgrades as well, getting a workshop already. MK picks up the level 3 here. First Nova hitting the Rifleman. 1-0's army is way out of position. Statue is way too far behind. Because the destroyer form wasn't ready yet. And another ghoul goes down. It's 3 ghouls dying. Man, this is a sloppy game by 1-0. It's been kind of a sloppy day for 1-0 to be honest, but this is the worst so far.
A player's forces are
4 ghouls only. Laughable army by 1-0 here. Oh, bash on the statue. Now the bash really works out well. That's a huge kill actually on the statue. Heal ward in the back. Blade is playing this pretty well. 1-0 of course is inviting him after his many mistakes. Blade in upkeep already. Gyros starting to join. Great anti-air against the destroyers. Wants to get the Overlord. Oh, that's an invite for the Stormbolt and right clicks. Nova gets the last hit. Another ghoul goes down. Item was Legion Doomhorn. That one also only worth gold. And so much mana on the human. Dark Ranger is supposed to get close to 3 at this point. Again, 1-0 is way behind tempo. Good gyro scouting. You want to make sure you don't get surprised by an undead attacking into your main base. Could be a massacre there against the peasants. Level 4, level 2, decent level ups there. Blade will want to be on point with the Dispel against the Silence. Doesn't have Inner Fire yet, by the way.
a player's forces are under attack.
And Blade here indeed scouting well with the gyros. He saw 1-0 coming. 1-0 supply blocked as well. Fighting into the human base is pretty ambitious. That's a lot of gyros. Not sure if we get flag cannons. We actually don't. The gyro numbers should be enough. Level 3 on the Pally already. Yeah, this is absolute destruction. Gyros win the air fight pretty easily. Dark Ranger, one Stormbolt from death. And that's game. Oh, Lich almost goes down. Oh, Dispel doesn't save the Paladin though. Holy Light was on cooldown. I mean, Divine Shield. Trying to get the DK. Hoping for a couple of bashes here. Mass invulns absolutely everywhere. But up here it is the Lich going down. And that's gonna do it. GG. Blade wins map 5 and gets one step closer. Still very much with chances in this series. That was very sloppy by 1-0. My. That was kind of disappointing, to be honest. That was so many mistakes. Pretty weak game, to be honest, by 1-0. This was far from perfect, isn't even fair to say. This was far from high class, to be honest. Weak game, swiftly punished. Map number 6 will be posted here. And that is going to be Echo Isles. Okay, this should be a different kind of a game. Because if the map is very easy for fast expansion, then normally Blade will play fast expansion. And Echo Isles is the #1 example of easy expansion map. Normally it would be Terra Stand, but we don't have Terra Stand in the pool here. On Echo Isles. A return to Fast Expo, certainly expected. And that would be... that would probably force 1-0 for the first time into Fast Expansion. Unlike Happy, 1-0 doesn't play Fast Expansion nearly as much, doesn't like playing Fast Expo nearly as much, and is not as good nearly as Happy with Fast Expo. But on Echo Isles, you probably don't have another choice. With the Merc camp being this easy and this strong, with the expansion being so easy, seems like here you are indeed forced to play Fast Expansion. Mostly with the Lich. 1-0 has also been playing a little bit of Cryptlord, a little bit of Dreadlord even. But Lich seems to be the most reliable choice. I gotta say though, if 1-0 plays like this against Happy, there is a 0 chance he's gonna win more than one map. And I would say, if Lolai's in really good shape as well, 1-0 can't beat him with this level of play. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed with 1-0 today so far, I gotta say. I mean, he is leading 3-2, but there's tons of mistakes every time. What's up with the time? I thought 12 p.m. we would start. Today we started earlier because we have 3 matches today. The Blade versus 1-0 game was postponed. It wasn't played yesterday because of illness. Is that why 1-0 is playing this poorly? Is he maybe still a bit sick from yesterday? That might explain some things. Sock versus Starbuck at the moment. Ah, you mean in the Ancient of Wonders Cup? Is that the first game of the day? Yeah, right? Oh, what's the seedings there? Yeah, we can't cover the Ancient of Wonders Cup today, unfortunately, because we have B Cup today. But this is the seedings for today. Sock versus Starbuck. Ooh, that's a good series. Lin versus Yumi. Well, that's going to be a massacre. Kaho versus 40. That's an interesting game as well. And the 2v2s. Yeah, we're going to be back with Ancient of Wonders Cup tomorrow, when it's going to be time for Team Happy versus Team 120. Alright. Map number 6. Here we go. First time this series, this should be a straight up 2-base, 2-base. Fast Expo versus Fast Expo. Or is it? Is Blade gonna have a surprise for us, maybe? He has the altar pointing to the green camp, which is pretty unusual. Normally we're always going to the Merc camp first. So after this match, we got Lawlight versus the winner. And then the third match, the winner in the grand final against Happy. Yes, exactly. We're going to have 3 best of 7s today. Oh, guess who's back? Crippy. 1-0 busting out the Beetle Boy again. Is Blade gonna play aggressive here? Cryptlord fast expansion is very strong against human aggression. One base aggression. You just creep level 3, go for beetles, and then mass fiends and mass creeping. If Cryptlord ever gets level 5 for level 3 impale, rifles have 0 chance. Okay, we have a 4th farm though. This is a weird creeper up by Blade though, right? Why is he starting with this camp? Should he start with this camp? This would be much better. This camp, into green, into Expo. This is perfect level 3. Oh, look at the Shadow Priest. Keeping the Shadow Priest over on the other side. Oh, that's more experience. Boom! Oh, that's level 2! Oh, that's so sick. I've never seen that before. That's enough for level 2 Cryptlord. With that, he could be aggressive if he really wants to. Shadow Priest? Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Seeing the last hit here would be insane. Oh! 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 He got it! Oh my god, he got the big boy. Sick Shadow Priest play here by 1-2-0. That wins him the early game. Outright. Yo, that was crazy. And now he's gonna be level 3. Yo, that was mad. And now I can still heal the Cryptlord a little bit. Yo, that was nuts. Already level 3. Already level 2 beetles. With full mana, basically. Oh my god. We are witnessing a murder. Archmage almost surrounded here. Couple of ghouls are going down though. Impale trying to get the last hit. And he got it! Got it again! Got the item! Ring of Protection. Very good for the Cryptlord. Damn. Sick game by 1-2-0. This game might be over already, to be honest. Expo here. Almost up. AM finally got level 3, but it took so long. There we go. 1-2-0 finally showing what he's capable of again. After messing up pretty bad on a couple of maps. No Expo for Blade. Oh my, oh my. Might get the cancels still, though. Oh, it's a close one. Lots of ghouls coming for the defense. Nah, it's finishing. Haunted is finishing, and now it can be repaired. Still got beetles over here, but militia are being pest control. Ooh, Archmage, careful. Impale. Didn't need to TP, but I guess he wanted to play it safe. Cryptlord needs boots, though. Happy isn't playing Cryptlord anymore, but when he was playing, we saw how good the boots could be. Increases your damage uptime by so much. Seems like we got too many acolytes here. Yeah, way too many. Tier 2 tech has started. Human expansion not even done yet. Blade at least had a shop back at home, so he could heal. That was very much necessary. No staff on the Cryptlord. If he gets killed here by a surround, things might get a little bit tricky. But he could just go for a tavern rest, to be honest. Fiends should soon be added then. Lots of gold on 120. Is it time finally for boots? It doesn't look like it. Please, boots. Hey, there we go. Thank you. Second crypt for more fiends. This one also a little bit late. And we don't have fiends yet. Counterattack here could perhaps be strong by Blade. Upgrading a tower would be a reasonable choice. Alright, Blade finally has some momentum in his sails. Decent footy, mercenary army. Ghouls
A player's forces are under attack.
need to be brought for the defense. 120 is a bit underdefended here. Oh, and there comes the heal scroll. All of a sudden, Blade looking scary. One impale comes through. That's the only one there's gonna be. There's no rod, by the way. 120. Not buying any new rods. One of the most cost-efficient items in the game. Probably the most cost-efficient item in the game. Rod of Necromancy.
A player's forces are under attack.
AM level 4. Caught up heavily in experience. Triplet now getting it as well. Towers are helping. But this is going to be a couple of acolytes going down. I guess he had some extra acolytes to spare earlier. A lot of ghouls also falling. Fiends a little late here to deal with this. Blade with a decent strike back. But he's still behind. No TP anymore. Wait, is he dead? Impale? Oh! One,
Player's forces are under
2,
attack.
3. Oh! Oh my god! Woo! Damn! Items here saving the Archmage. Woo! That ring. Never has an Archmage be so thankful for a ring and a periapt. Oh. One moment, guys. Gotta get the door.
A player's forces are under attack. A town is under siege.
Alright. Crypt Lord with the next attack against the expansion. Lots of piercing damage against the tower here. Mass repair is not quite good enough. Tower goes down. DK joining. And no MK yet. No MK for quite a while. Again, he didn't bring Rod of Necromancy. What is going on? That's a lot of kills. Footy's now easily taken care of one by one. Mana potion, more beetles. And the peasants now under threat. Tier 3 started, MK on the way. We got lots of macro coming up, but the pressure is active on the expo. DK took a lot of damage himself. Ooh, look at the beetles. Nibble, nibble, nibble. Nibble, 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 nibble. 120 very close to finishing the series off here on map 6. Oh, Archmage. Archmage! I think now he's dead. Can the ring save him one more time? Dude, almost. But the fiend shots are coming in. Big, big, big. Boom! Goes the dynamite. Solo experience now. Crypto level 5. Oh, the Stormbolt dodge. Damn. With the burrow. Nice. And that's going to do it. GG. And 120 takes the series. 4-2. The victory for him. and he stays alive in the tournament.